So this is just a short video on the default reactions we all have to pain. Fight, flight, freeze or fawn. They're our instinctual reactions, and often we get stuck in one of those modes, or we jump from different modes. So I'm going to ask you a question this morning to see if you can look at your default reaction and do something else about that. Hi, my name is Drew Coverdale. I'm a physiotherapist, help patients work through persistent pain, help them analyse it, understand it, find the meaning in it, and maybe start some processes to reverse it. Doesn't matter how long you've had it, doesn't matter where you've got it, doesn't matter what degenerative changes or pathological processes are present. Pain can be modified, pain can be changed, even if the structures or the processes that have become labelled and linked to it stay the same. And this video is just explaining about the default reactions we have: fight, flight, freeze or fawn. So they're the classic reactions, instinctual reactions to pain. Think of it if you pricked your finger on a pin, or you grazed yourself from falling off a bike, or you banged your head, or you burned yourself, or you suffered, someone called you a name. Remember, it's physical and emotional pain. The brain doesn't know the difference. The same reactions. If you suffered a sense of loss from something, if you're fearful of something, or if you had a combination of both in the same time, you know. So fight, flight, freeze or fawn. Fight is to deal with the event in front of you and push through it. Yeah, survive it, fight the lion. Flight is run away from the lion. Get away from the situation as fast as you can to prevent further physical injury or further emotional distress. Freeze is the rabbit in the headlights. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do at all in this situation. I just haven't got the resources in that freeze zone. Or fawn is, I can do no more. If I make myself look as small and insignificant in this situation, I may be able to survive without suffering any more damage. Fight, flight, freeze or fawn. Perfect reactions. We use them now in like a presentation. I'm using it in this video. You're using it in sport. You're using it in dealing with people, dealing with arguments. In situations you know are going to happen, in situations you don't know what's going to happen. And they're very valuable approaches, because you can now channel those, use them consciously, allow them to be used unconsciously, and accept the effects of it. But it's when we don't like the effects of those behaviours and we don't realise we're dropping into that pattern. So my question to you today is, can you identify the default reaction that you do in the presence of your pain? And the best way to look at this is think of the main emotion that you feel about your pain. Is it anger? Is it you're resentful? You're fearful? You're frustrated by it? Is it regret? Is it resentment? And notice where you feel that. So you focus on where you feel the pain, whether it's there now or not, and ask yourself, what's the underlying emotion I have about this? And then ask yourself, what would I like to do about that? What do I instinctually feel I should do about that? And that's the reaction. Oh, it does my head in. That's a fight. I'm going to beat it. Right. If it's too much, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to go do something else, I'm going to go and clean up, I'm just going to do something else. That's flight. And I don't know what to do. It's frustration and freezing, or just I can't access any information about what to do next. That's freeze, and it'll never work for me. I'm never going to beat this. It's never going to change. That's fawn. They're all mechanisms that are valid, but unfortunately those mechanisms create pain because they're very expensive in terms of energy on the system. They're very intense in terms of adrenaline and noradrenaline through the focus of maintaining that behaviour, when we should be in rest and digest mode. Rest, digest, repair, renew, feed and breed. These mechanisms that can only happen when you're outside of the stress response. And if the event's over, there is no danger now, the emotional event's over, or the physical event is over and the tissue's healed, or even if it hasn't healed the scar tissue, but the timeline for the protective mechanism of acute and subacute pain's passed, then the body's still in this state. Fight, flight, freeze or fawn. Focused on the area of your body where you feel the pain. Notice the emotion that you might be able to name, you might not. And if you can't name anything, see what you feel like doing as you focus on the pain. And once you get that mechanism, say, I fight it, I tend to run away from it, I freeze in the presence of it, I just feel exhausted by it, then you can start to look at those behaviours and you can start to reverse the amount of time you use those behaviours. I'll do another video on what to do once you've made that first step.